Where's my, oh, where's my tickle stick? I lost my tickle stick. No, I'm moving things around. Where am I? Oh, way over here. What's that here? My tickle sticks are missing. Here we go. It's alright, take your time. Everybody thinks that you passed your prime. It's alright, it's okay. You still got plenty to say. Hey, Rob Smith here. Who's got the live on it? Smith here. There we go. Live on it. Hope y'all are doing okay. It's Thursday, the 58th of January, 1913. About to start taxes soon. New taxes to everybody. Everybody gets new taxes. It's 1913. It's when it all started. A lot of things happened in 1913, actually. True, it's true. Brand new trick. I'm gonna put this. Try to move this. Get this in the right place. Oh, keep going away on me. There goes Dennis Waterman. Yeah, ever get a chance to watch Dennis Waterman, you can see him in The Sweeney with John Thaw. You may know him better as Inspector Morse. He was also in this program, the theme tune for New Tricks. But the best program, my favorite television program, Minder. Him and George Cole. Wow, just terrific. All right, so here we are, and uh-oh, wait a minute, I got someone screwy here. Whoop, bink, and sound off. There we go. All right, so how y'all are doing? Hello, Hope, how are you? Let me put the tickle stick away, and see, I'm binding things up here. I'm starting to really clear through some things, and let me put this away. All right. Well, okay. What I'm going to do here is draw a bit. So what have you been up to today? How are things over at the store? There we go. There we go. That's the word. So dumb. I am so dumb. I've been out waving signs and things. I thought it was going to be. I thought you sold an owl. Was it a lie? I didn't know you had owls at that antique store. Look what I'm missing. This is terrible. I'll take two. If I get owls, here we go. All right, I found what I was looking for. All right, so I thought it was going to be waving up at Wickham and Bonita, so I drove the half hour all the way up there. Get there, nobody's there. I'd gone over and over and over this about where this is going to be. I get there, there's nobody there. Oh, you want me to draw one? An owl. What kind of owl? Barred owl? There are different kinds of owls. But anyway, so I drove all the way up there. Nobody's there. So I tried to contact the lady, Cindy, and I can't get a hold of her. And so I get a hold of Teresa, who's also organizing. She was doing one at Palm Bay and Babcock. So then I drive all the way back, another half hour plus back. I spent an hour on the road driving a big circle. So I've been waving like friend Jim. Jim's never joined us here. Jim Fern, I think it's he and his sister and her husband all drove by and made some noise. Nobody was there at the Pineda. I still don't know what happened. This is why I get real particular about schedules. Oh, here, I see that's not clean. I need to clean that real quick. All right. Is anyone else here? Oh, there says 4 watching. Okay, let me get drawing. Hold on, let me just clean the screen. Where's my screen cleaners, MIA? I've been moving stuff around a little bit. Okay, hold on. And I'm going to get to the... I should have... let me just get the screen real quick like a bunny. This phone's been walking back and forth with signs and flags and things. Okay, I'll put that over there. That should be clear here on a clear day. All right, so here... Oh, and I don't know. I'm going to do a little something for our friend Melissa. It's her birthday today. She turns 110. I'm not good with numbers though, so I could be off by a little bit. Margin of error 1 or 2%. Oh, thank you. So I thought we'd do something for her birthday. So I'll draw. Let's see what I do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if she's going to join us. I don't know. But I just thought I'd do something. What the hey? And also, oh, there. Actually, 115. Oh, here, I got you. I got you here. I got you a birthday cake. That's right. There you go. I got you a birthday cake, your very own birthday. There, look at that. There you go. Yes, your very own birthday cake. That's right, right there, right there. And I'm being nice. I'm not having root beer today. I've got myself a bottle of Circus peanut juice. Circus peanut. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's frosty orange soda. I'm just kidding. They don't. All right, let's see what I'm doing. Happy birthday, Melissa. Let's see what I might be doing here. I would have told Jim Fern about this, but he was actually they were 3 lanes away from where I was, walking back and forth. He didn't. He actually recognized me as they were coming up to the stoplight. I should have just been standing in the middle of the road. There were reasons I couldn't, but that's a longer story as to what else was going on there while I was there. There was a it was a little bit tense situation happening. But it's the world of politics. But I hope you're having a good day today. By golly. Oh, you don't like orange drink either? I thought you liked orange drink. And I've got so much going on. My good golly, gee willikers, it's hard to. This is the best elephant I could possibly draw. I'm not great with elephants, but I try. Yeah, I'll be at. We got historic events happening all over the place. Well, so I'll keep that. Hello, Stinius and Alice. And Teresa Farrington. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is Melissa's birthday today, so we're doing a little happy birthday for our friend Melissa. She's kind of homesick a bit. It's all right. She sent me an excuse. I don't believe it, but I was all right. She could turn her work in late. The rest of you all, first thing in the morning. The test is at first thing in the morning. Remember, we're studying the Iliad in German. But the test, I couldn't get the test in German. The test is in Swahili. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but you'll get through it. I'm sure you'll do a fine job. Now, Melissa has some corgis, and that's what this is here. You have a hall pass. I don't know if I ever got a hall pass when we were in school. I don't know. And if you don't know, Melissa and I went to high school and junior high school. Well, we were in the same school. Not that's She was in the regular school. I was in the truancy area, but that's all. It's the same thing. All I'm gonna do. I saw my friend Jack Pittman posted some drawings, and he has Pinky out. Jack's a great illustrator out of North Carolina, and I've eaten with Jack before. I don't recall him having his Pinky out, but this corgi has the Pinky out. Make a Actually, I'll wiggle the Pinky. There you go. And apparently, Melissa's grandmother was quite the cook. What do you think your grandmother cooked best? I actually don't know I don't know what she cooked best. Oh, I was going to put a bib. See? I get a bib here. There's Andrea. Where'd you get all those balloons from? What's your favorite meal that she made? You've said a number of things, but I haven't asked you that question before. Melissa's been trying to find the recipe book. Oh, I gotta get. You mentioned breads that she's made. You gonna tell us a secret? Stewed okra and corn. See, Melissa and I and Andrea and Hope we're all Southerners. We eat Southern food, grits, good cornbread. What that is? That stuff that Publix is giving away these days with their meals. I got one yesterday. I was showing yesterday. I did this pencil drawing. I haven't gotten okay on it yet. I sent this. I forgot. I didn't send it till just about. I was meant to send it this morning, but this is running around so much today. But I did this pencil drawing for Steve Brooks' Christmas party invitation. And I did that at Publix over on 192 while I was eating. I do not like their pulled pork either. Something's wrong with it. I think everything's got that mojo taste they start adding to things. All right, where am I going? Okay. I love it when they have the cooked okra at Publix. I don't know if I've ever seen it, the one over on 192. I think I did. They rarely have. The one in Ocala has it a lot. And you don't have the recipe to any of those, if I recall, any of those things that you like. Righto. Hold on. Oh, that's it. Trying to find those things is really tough. I've not found something I haven't found in all my cookbooks. I got a big old box of them somewhere in the storage room. I hope to find them. I'm likely to as I go through things now. We'll see. All right, let's see how this is going to work here. And Melissa's a big baseball fan. I'm kind of playing with space and time here to some extent. Because I don't even know where you'd get. Um, I would think that I've seen fried okra at the Taste of Dixie and the Live Oak Inn in Chiefland, but I can't think where else I've seen it around in Florida. It's O'Neill's doesn't have it, or none of them have the peas. You know who had those peas? It's a place called the fried chicken, a fried chicken beach road fried chicken dinners. That was it, over in Jacksonville, and they closed recently, or they sold and it got changed to fish, and then closed entirely. It's since been demolished. That all happened in like a year and a half. It didn't last long. So this is Melissa's favorite player, a fellow by the name of Dale Murphy. And I don't know if there are any other baseball fans here. I don't. Any others? Whoops. Oh, really? Yeah, you don't. So somehow this corgi dog is actually larger than Murphy, which means the corgi dog should probably be playing baseball before Murphy does. Now my any sport thing I draw is greatly influenced by the great cartoonist Jack Davis, because he drew a ton of sports stuff. All my caricature work I did, if I did a sports person, there was Jack Davis stuff type stuff in it. Couldn't help it. He was known for his sports drawings. Well, he's known for Mad Magazine first. Then he was known. And he was as funny. He was a big Georgia person, Georgia Tech and all. But I don't think he didn't do too much with the Atlanta Braves. He did do some drawings, but not much. Not like he did for Georgia Tech. Of course, he went to Georgia Tech. He was a rambling wreck. He was also often brought in to do things involving the football games, Georgia versus Florida. And you can look those up. They're all on. A whole bunch of them are online somewhere or other. We'll make Murphy messy and have crumbs all over the place. No crumbs for the dog. The dog's neat. See. Well, so there is. Really? Western Sizzlin has white acre peas or the okra. See, our state's gotten Corgi as a catcher. We have our southernness has been flowing so far away from things. I gotta get a hold of Marcia, see if she can join us. Teresa, I still haven't talked to her. What did I do here? I was putting a handle. Where'd the handle go? Here's a shadow. if I can get another caricaturist. So I say I don't know a lot of folks these days, caricature-wise. I used to know dozens in the area, now I know few. Marv Bennett's at an elderly care facility. I'm not sure what Jack Marler's doing anymore. Harvey's in New Mexico. Charles Treadwell's way over in Oregon or Washington, I forget. I don't know if Neil would even think of the idea. Marsha would, though. Marsha likes to show off. Yeah, that needs another plate. All right, so there is. Who's wicked? What's wicked? Wicked? Yeah, that was I should. I don't know if you know about Pete Rose and all, and I've got a good pal named Jerry Dowling. He's out from that neck of the woods. He did tons of cartoons about Pete Rose, mostly defending him. And he and Marge Schott did not get along well at all. But Jerry's a great guy. He's up there too. He's over there in. I can just do a little bit of this here, right there. Get to another. Let me do another drawing because there's time. I do too. Pickled okra. I've had that. What's wicked? What's wicked? Or is that misspelled? Okay, you're one who believes that he shouldn't be for all the betting stuff. What's wicked? Wicked? Oh, it's a brand in the store? There's a brand in the store called Wicked? Okay. I know Glory. Glory's a Southern brand. Never heard of Wicked. What's is that Publix? I've never seen it. I'm obviously not paying attention. All right. I don't know what your grandmother looked like, but Melissa was fortunate growing up, which was not so fortunate. I was on the Swanee River. That's about as close. Did I get it? I don't think I was in water otherwise growing up at all. I mean, a pool, but that's about it. But she got to be in like Topacalaga, which is not far from the Disney Military Industrial Complex. I should put a steamboat here. And I don't know what your grandmother looked like, so I'll just make her up. If I'm drawing your grandmother, Melissa, should I draw her with or without a giant cigar? I want to make sure I make it accurate. Topacalaga is near a city called Kissimmee, which has an interesting origin as to why the name is that, and Topacalaga for that matter. One of my favorite books, actually, this is handy. Can I pull this right? Almost can. I think I've got a couple different copies of this, but this is a book called Places in the Sun. It actually has the origins to Florida place names. Lake Hatchnahaw and Lake Harney. Harney was a big name. Actually, our pioneer days has so much to do with Harney. La Belle. These are all Florida locations. Every single one of them. Weird names. Muriel, Minerva, Miomo, Monroe, Lakemont. Where's Lamont is going to be over here, I guess. There's Lamont, Lanark, Lanark. Anyway, they're all interesting areas. I really need to get back on the road. My friend Bobby Beaumont's getting out all the time these days. He's his late 30s. He was around Amber's age, late 30s. Your daughter's age, Andrea. He's getting around Florida a lot, and I'm not quite clear why, but that's when I was really getting around. That was your other grandma. That was the one who was hung around Hialeah taking bets. She was the one who wanted Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you'd have to talk to Jerry. Has some very specific reasons why he thinks Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, and that it's wrong what happened. And I do not remember those now. He can't even start to get to all the reasons. There's a whole slew of things. He thinks the gambling thing's blown out of proportion. As I recall, let me say it that way too. It's been years since he and I spoke about it. He's a great cartoonist, though, and he's not very well known. He's one of those guys like that. That was that Jacksonville Zoo who did a ton of cartoon. He's not going to necessarily see his name. I love the way he inks. Oh, Teresa Farrington mentions how she loves to. I love the way Jerry inks. There with a birthday cake. Yeah, it was looking good last night about midnight. I saw my Swampy Florida page was back, and my political page was back, and my cartoons page was back, and I got the message from Gina DeRose that they're all gone, and sure enough, they were all gone. So this must be one of your grandmother's carrot cakes there in Kissimmee. I'm going to draw ours a. Yeah, Topacalaga is a wonderful. It's a large river. It's actually we have a river called the St. John's River, and from it so much comes. I'm not reading this. Yeah, Jerry has very specific, detailed. Well, he's done all. He's actually worked with the Cincinnati team and all that. He really he kind of feels like Rose got. He was just a target, as what as part of. I may not be saying that right. Let me not speak for Jerry Dowling, please. Jerry's got a whole book. He's got a whole book of cartoons he did of Pete Rose. A whole book. Anyway, Topacalaga is a wonderful river. Who was I talking to? Oh, well, how can I draw this? It's how you draw things to make things look like there's a little depth. Is This is great about the cypress because you can show the folds in the tree. The cypress live for centuries. It's actually illegal to cut them down without a permit, but these days the permits are going to hand it out because a lot of people don't even know what a cypress tree is. They move here and they have no idea. But it's where a lot of critters live. They live off the knees. This is how the cypress trees breathe. When I was little, I think there's one in Lake. There was I know there used to be one in Lake Eola. I think it's still there. There's a number of cypress at Lake Eola in Orlando, and we used to think of them as the weeping tree because of how they're as a young, the branches kind of hang down. Yeah, yeah, not anymore. You ride a pony around here, so I don't think you're crazy. People don't, the cattle drive that, thank God Carlton Ward continues to make sure happens each year. Um, I mention that to folks. I say, "What?" It's amazing because one of our major rodeos, not just in Florida but in the country, was a place called Silver Spurs Rodeo in Kissimmee. Today, pretty much no rodeos happen. And those who live around there mostly speak Spanish, and they have no idea. They don't understand it. They don't know why you'd have a rodeo. They don't know why you have horses. They know nothing at all. I'm hoping my friend Donnie Martinez, who speaks no Spanish whatsoever, becomes sheriff of Kissimmee. I don't think it's going to happen from what I've been seeing, though, because those who speak Spanish know he doesn't speak Spanish now, and that's a problem. But he may get some good votes. So the incumbent sheriff is a fellow named Lopez, but we'll see what happens. But you need the mindset of Donnie. He knows Florida. Lopez is from out of state, and not hasn't been a great sheriff in Osceola County to a certain group of people. But you'd have because the river, it's Lake Topic. It's called Lake Topacalaga, but it's actually connected to a number of streams, and it's kind of like a lake. There's a lake called Lake Monroe, not far from where Andrea is, and Enterprise and Deltona, and on the other side Sanford. And that's not really a lake. It is, but it isn't. It's actually all of it's part of the St. Johns River, but it's hard to. It's if you stand there and look at it, you won't be able to tell that. You have to look over it to see that. So what's interesting about Topacalaga is that it kind of bursts forth and goes out in many directions and then kind of comes back together again a little further south. And some of those break away into other areas. Our water doesn't stay still. It's always moving. It's always moving. That's one of the things about the climate people. They don't want to know what reality. They just like to have something to complain about, and vice versa for those on the other side who say there is no climate change. They usually have no idea what they're talking about. It's neither one. Water always moves. Things don't stay stable. They come, they go, and it's just going to happen. The more people you put in, the more it's going to have a detrimental effect to the water, period. As soon as man touches water, they destroyed water. Yep. So the thing is keep man away. So when you start doing all the building you've been doing around Topacalaga, it's had a detrimental effect on all the water in the area, which basically we break down to basins statewide, because we mostly live off the aquifer, which is below us. I'm not reading all the. I'm sorry. Oh, I know. It was so. Yeah. There's still one there, but it's nothing like it used to be. Yes, yes. Yes, they sure do. There used to be a parade for Silver Spurs Rodeo. It is amazing that doesn't happen anymore. Considering how grand that parade was. Holy cats. Better than the Rose Parade. Got all these horses and cows. And it was brought down it had a couple different routes, but the main route was mostly at 192. And that route put it right in front of the Bronsons' abode so they could watch their dynasty. The Bronsons are a kind of a cat. We have a number of cattle dynasties in Florida. They're still mostly all around. And the Bronsons still have their couple different big buildings right there on 192 amongst all the tourist garbage. And you can have these limbs that just come out. They just come out. I guess I've drawn this too much because I like showing the branches coming out over the. I was in the antique store where Hope where Hope is, and yesterday, and I was looking at a book, wonderful illustrations of buildings, and they're pen and ink, like my Christmas prints I like to do. I do, which I'll be working on shortly. I got to get into that closet and start pulling everything out. But I love the little hatched lines and getting a sense of depth. I've mentioned that before. But this is how people used to travel in our state. Some still do. Involving Topacalaga, there was a Topacalaga connecting St. John's and the Silver River and so on. But there was a big boat called the Heart Line, and the Heart Line of steamboats used to take this everywhere. And there's still Hearts in Kissimmee. Still members of the family. People don't know that. I'm sorry, I'm not Bronson, Grayson, Haywoods. There's a whole mess of and the Albrechts, and you've got the Honsteins too. They're a little more south. I did a ton with Clarence Honstein. I find it funny, all these people. There's a well, I get into the Orange County Commission. Never mind. Clarence was a really good guy. He wasn't really up for the politics of it all, though. That wasn't his thing. He was a cowman, and he wasn't a good cowman either. I'll give it more of that. I don't know what's ever happened to Clarence. I'm not sure he's still alive. He probably is. But I worked with Clarence on a bunch of stuff. He'd never remember. I don't think he'd remember me. And I worked on his campaigns too. It's sad when you have cattlemen like Donnie. Donnie Martinez has a big cattle ranch because of these part of the Albrecht family I just mentioned. Oh, and the Tanners. Can't forget the Tanners. Oh, here, let's oh, I'm not littering the water. I like littering the water with something like here putting a fallen pine or something, and then it's fun to put something like an anahinga on it. Drying himself out, his wings spread. Kind of hard to do that this way, especially in addition. But there's an anahinga. It's got see the side of him there. There's his head. He just sitting on the. So I really need to. See, Teresa, this is why I don't. I'd rather do if I've got to draw stuff. I'd rather draw stuff like this in caricature. I love the making it up. This is the whole thing with me. Just oh gosh, what do I do next? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But then if I can do a little bit more build up to it, it's fun. Oh no, it's Sarah Hardy who likes the inking stuff. I apologize. I'm mixing up people. Sarah's not joined us she didn't join us on Facebook either. I don't know why. I think because she's usually in her RV. Can't see as much there. Oh. Yes. Well, Melissa wrote they'd have the lassos and the bullwhips, and you're trying out the parade, I think, and they would lasso the little children, and then they'd string up the child, and then they drag the child behind a horse, and the child would be screaming, and oh, I'm kidding. No, that didn't happen. No, but they would lasso the little child, and the child would be so tickled about it. Not really. They wouldn't pull the rope, make it just put the rope over the child. Today you couldn't do it. There'd be lawyers all over the place. But it was wonderful. It was like back when we had a decent Christmas parade in Orlando or anywhere in our state. Those are all gone too. I love seeing the old pictures of downtown Miami. Back when you used to have parades all the time in downtown Miami. Now you can't do it. All the stuck-up people there. Yeah, we got parades. If you do, it has to be about somebody who speaks Spanish or something. Or it has to be some minority thing. It can't just be a celebrating Florida heritage. Ow. There we go. I know you can't hear the police sirens. That was funny, not funny. Sad thing waving flags and signs today, or any time I've done it, is the amount of police activity. It's unbelievable. It was such a stark contrast because I'd hear it around Ocala. Then, of course, I was in Lakeland just a short time. But going to North Carolina and almost never heard a siren the 3 months I was there. I come here, I heard one within an hour or two of me being here. And I've been hearing them ever since. I hear them right now. Did you? Oh, yeah, I guess you did with Edgewater, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would have. I never. We didn't actually see a lot of the Orlando Christmas parades. It was a time issue. Was I talking to you? I was talking to someone. I may try to get a hold of Patty Sheehan and see about having a Christmas visit of the Christmas star going up this year. I'm thinking I've missed it. I mean, I'll play the Jack Kazan's elf role and bring donuts and coffee or drink or whatever. Because I'm not as far away. When I was in Ocala, it was a haul to get downtown Orlando. Then you had to find parking. But the Patty could help with that too, of course, to some extent. I got, but of course now I'm not connected to her because I've off of Facebook. I think she. I wonder if she might have forgotten me. That's possible too. I don't know. She was big. She loved Swampy. A big Swampy fan. But I'd love to bring back that little bit of tradition, or just do it once more. Just wish there was a local donut place around here, and there ain't. I'll make that too if I want to. Neil Adams, I think. Get that real dark. I'll have a leaf fall. You know, I love it if you're in the water taking a boat and leaves start to float around, kind of like snow. So there's your. By the way, I hope you're still here. I don't know if you are, but we talk about drawings for things for like eBay and all. I'd like to do some Florida scenes like this, especially historical ones, maybe even with a steamboat or I don't know if anyone wants them though. Rick Kilby like me to do some more with all this. Of course, I can't get a hold of Rick either about this whole Christmas card thing. I don't know what's going on with the Christmas cards. They're making me absolutely nuts. I'm thinking about throwing the towel in involving Pioneer Days because if it's bad for this, imagine that. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, I was going to put happy birthday on here. I didn't do that. I got caught up in drawing all the while. I'm thinking of all the, of course, there'd be some vines. I do miss being up toward Ocala and being able to go over to the Withlacoochee, to any of the trails along the Withlacoochee and taking them. There's nothing like that around here. There's nothing. Nothing on this. Closest might be Tomoka, sort of, kind of, up in North Volusia. Sort of, kind of. Maybe, might be. Nah, it's not the Withlacoochee. Our state is broken up because of how it's formed, and it has nothing to do with what man's done. Forget man; man's worthless. It's the natural areas are based upon how the land is, involving a ridge that goes through the center of the state, and you have one side. The side I'm on the east side, and it's all sand up and down. But on the west side, it actually dips. Here we have a drop off. Poop, but there it drifts into the water. And because of that, you've got these wide expanses that are a swamp all along the west side. Those are the places to be, and that you can find those from the north all the way down to the very southern end of the state. It's like pretty much like that. There are some scrub areas, but nothing. Scrubs this side. There is some scrub like Chazawitzka, and there's a few other scrub parks over on the west, but not much. It's mostly all swamp and a lot of cypress swamp. There's cypress over here, but not like it is over there. So there you go. That's fun. How you like that? Your paper plate drawings. Yeah, I'm curious to see what else I find. I don't know if I mentioned I've here I need another. Um, yeah, that's fine. I would. I don't know if Hope disappeared, but we were talking about doing some more artwork that would be available on eBay, and I wouldn't mind doing a whole slew of the things like this. And well, this gets into there's all kinds of things I can do. That's the problem. All right, so there is that. Oh, I already had it. Got away from me. Yes. Now, Eula was at the cigar chomping lady from New York City who talked like this. Yeah, I make cornbread. What do you want about it? Came from Brooklyn. Oh, hold on. Let me get a pen that's got a little more ink. Hold it. I'll use this. I got enough of them still. I'll be at a historic thing, opening up a house on Saturday. And then on Monday, there's the annual meeting at Titusville at Dixie Crossroads, and Laura Lee will not be there. So she's going to be at something Friday. She was starting to talk to me about getting to the thing she's doing on Friday. But I got to do sign waving. That's the last day. I got to do it. Make sure I spell this right. Happy birthday. Eula, right? Oh, it's not Eula. It's Melissa. I'm sorry. I can't tell you two apart with with a cigar and the New York Bronx accent. Oh, look, I misspelled your name. All right. Golly. Oh, okay. No, actually, in a sense, I didn't. Look at that. Just look what I was subliminally doing. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even thinking. I admit I'm a little tired. I've been kind of going the last couple days, and I'm not going to be getting much rest. My intent was to write Melissa, and it didn't. It came out. There's another dog. Well, Melissa, I hope you've had a good day today. I think birthdays are so important. A bunch of birthdays coming up in November again. Well, our friend Dragon has a birthday coming up. Teresa Glover's the end of the month. And who else? Someone else is... Yes, I know her as Missy. Oh, I thought she was Mama B because she was from Brooklyn. No? All right. Now, tomorrow is Halloween. I would like to hide forever tomorrow, but I'll do a Halloween thing tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I have a feeling they're going to be banging at the door here, and I don't know what to do because my mind's on Tuesday. it's, I admit this, and I've warned folks, if you want like these historic things coming up, I'll come, but my mind's on Tuesday. I was glad to hear my friend Roz Foster is also concerned about Tuesday, and she's. I think we're all in the same mindset here. I think we are, and she is too. She's vitally concerned about it too. That's why I'm working. That's why I'm walking up and down the street and waving signs and flags and things. All right. Well, I think we all wish Melissa a happy birthday. And it's 2024. It's good. I wish I could do more because this is great exercise walking up and down the street. And I get some great offers too. I'm kidding. I don't get any offers. Nobody asks me. It was funny seeing Jim Fern, though, come by. And I told him I'd been out there. Now he saw it for himself. Saw it for himself. All right. Thank you very much for being here and being a part of things. I should be back tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, and I'll hang on to these, Melissa, if you'd like, or else I may make some paper airplanes. Maybe I'll make paper airplanes and hand them out tomorrow for Halloween gifts, and then they get the children mad at me, and they'll throw them at me, throw them back, and say, "We want steaks, ribeyes, medium rare." Y'all take care. Have a great night. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully 8 p.m. And you all take care. And happy birthday, Melissa. Good night, all. Good night. Oh, yep. There.